Hey guys, today I'm doing a what's in my travel makeup bag video. I'm gonna show you the products that I'm gonna pack. I'm gonna show you how I pack it, what I take it in. I'm gonna be, as I show you the products, just showing you what brush I'm gonna pack to apply that specific product with. This is really not a minimalism packing video, but for me this is pretty pared down, although I still gave myself a few options of different things, as we'll get into. So when I'm packing for any trip, I like to go over the categories and what I'm going to put on my face. I like to start with, what I'm going to do to my face first: primer, foundation, concealer, powder, kind of go in order of how I apply my makeup. That way it's easier for me to not forget anything. In the bag that I'm going to be taking for this trip and that I really love and recommend for a very, for me, small to medium amount of makeup that you will be packing, is this bag here. This is by Baggallini, and I have a little tag to tell you what it is. This is the full cosmetic kit. So it is black. I think it comes in some other colors, and I like to buy my Baggallini stuff on eBags. Of course, I'll link it below. They always have cash back through Ebates, but I mean, you can find this a lot of different places. That's just where I like to find, or I do find, the best prices. It's like a little, kind of like a bucket type bag, and it looks like that. It has a little handle on top, so once it's all zipped up, you can, carry it up like that. And then it has this one zipper that goes all the way around, so I'm just gonna, I already have it unzipped, I'm just gonna open it and show you. So this is how essentially it will sit when you unpack it. And I always sit on the floor. I don't know about you guys, but I always sit on the floor when I'm out of town doing my makeup. You just, like a hotel room, or if you're staying at a friend's or family house, you just find the best light and you sit on the floor. You guys probably feel that. So I like it because it has this little like bucket compartment where I like to put in like foundations or primers or anything like that that has more of a tendency to spill. So it has these little compartments just right in there that are perfect for little foundations or whatnot. And it has this great lining in here in case anything does spill. You can easily wipe it up. It also has these little things that you could put other things in. Really descriptive, can you tell? And then it has this little pocket. Okay, so let's just go into the stuff that I'm packing. I kind of have it categorized, so I have like kind of face stuff first, but if I get out of order, you guys know where the product goes. I always like to pack a good moisturizer cream because you never know if your skin's going to be dehydrated, and mine usually is. So I'll be taking my MAC Strobe cream. This is the thicker version, and I love this. I can use it as a makeup primer in addition to just extra moisture for my face. It makes your makeup lay down really nice. But I am taking also a deluxe sample size of the Laura Mercier Radiance foundation primer, which I really love that. I have the full size too, but I always love getting those little 100-point perks and just kind of holding on to them till you travel next. For foundation or complexion products, I'm taking these two Estee Lauder foundations. I have the Double Wear Light in intensity 0.5, and then I also have the Double Wear Maximum Cover Camouflage Makeup for face and body, and this is in 1 in 3 Creamy Vanilla. So this is more of a medium coverage. This is like legit full-on coverage. So between the two, you have options. You can get a more sheer to medium coverage, or you can do this one on its own. I have to mix this one because it's just too dark for me, so I have a variety of options. I'm taking these two brushes to apply my foundation with. Oh no, I have to clean that one. I have to wash that one. But I like to use a fresh brush every time I apply my foundation because I just get the best application that way. So I think 2 between 3 nights I can make it work. So Bdellium Tools 957 and then the 956 is just what I happen to have ready to go. Now for concealer, I'm taking 3, which I know is crazy, but I'm taking these two because I'm trying to finish them up. These are the NYX HD concealers, and I really, really love these. I have the shade Porcelain, which is a little too light for my skin, which is like insane, right? Something that's actually too light for me, it's unheard of. And I use these for under my eyes. That's where I use concealer. I don't really need to use concealer a lot of other places on my face, so these are great for brightening. And then I mix in a little bit of the yellow color, so I have those two. And then I always take my Holy Grail concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. I like to use these, but sometimes if I have really dry, dehydrated under eyes, this is just what works the best, so options there. And then to apply those concealers, I have 3 brushes, which I know is crazy, but I just don't like to use a dirty foundation or a concealer brush after it's been used the day before. There's just product buildup in the brush, and for me there is a huge difference in the application if you have a fresh brush as opposed to if it's dirty. So for that situation, I had 3 days. So concealer, I need to wash my beauty blender, but I'm taking that just in case. But it's not always convenient to wet a beauty blender when you're traveling, you know, so just in case my foundation needs to be kind of sheared out a little bit more too, that's always good. And then I'm taking this one, I need to wash it. This is the Goss Makeup number 01 brush. I really love this for pressing in concealer. And then just in case, a fresh one for the 3rd day if I need it. This is it's the Sephora brand. It's the classic brand. It's not the Sephora Pro. The Sephora Pro have a sleeker, longer handle. This is the Multitasker Concealer number 21 brush, and it's just synthetic, and it really does a great job of just kind of buffing in the concealer. For powder, I am taking my trusty MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Light Plus. I am getting really close to being done with this, so I'm excited. And I can set my under eye with this as well. So I really don't need anything else, but I'm taking a couple more options, right? I'm also going to take this. This is a new powder to me. I just want to try it out and have some more time with it. So this is the Fit Me by Maybelline 110 Porcelain, and so far I like it. And I can use that to set under my eyes as well. And then just to be safe, in case I have any extra redness or breakout or something, I like to go over with a long wear full coverage powder foundation. And so I'm taking my MAC Studio Fix NC15. I do like the Cosmetic Celebration Foundation in Fair more than I like this one, but this one just lasts longer, so when you're going to be, you know, gone, out and about, and you just can't really worry about touching up too often, I like this one. And I sometimes will use very lightly the pad, I need to wash that, or I'll just take a fluffy brush and kind of buff it in like that, and that way it gives you a lighter finish than it would if you just you can get a lighter coverage if you just use a fluffier brush. So that's usually what I do. I usually will have some redness kind of outside my face and just want to bring everything together. So I use it very sparingly though, because this product can get really cakey really fast. This is the Delium Tools 944. I use that to set my under eye with, and then for an overall just face setting and dusting, if you will, this is the Delium Tools 975 powder brush. Another powder trio that I'm taking is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, and you guys have probably all seen it. You get those 3 little ones. I just think this product is just so stunning in person. A lot of the makeup, if you check the description box of my videos, a lot of the makeup that I wear when I'm filming is different than the stuff I like to wear when I'm actually in real life, because you can't really, this doesn't really show up on camera, but it's just so beautiful and natural and subtle in real life, and that's usually what I go for. This, I like to just take a strip or a brush and run it across all 3, and then just hit it right on this area here and here, so the top of my forehead and here. It's just so beautiful. It really does give the face a nice soft focus finish. And then a couple bronzing type products. I'm taking the Tarte The Sculptor Contouring Face Slenderizer. This is like a little clicky up, rolly up chubby crayon. This is another product like the Hourglass palette that is so beautiful in person and so natural, and such a subtle difference, but a good difference. And the bronzer that I have not really been able to put down is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light that looks like this. This is just perfection and so beautiful and so stunning, flattering on the skin. So I will take my Delium Tools 992 bronzer brush for that. I am taking 3 blushes. One I plan to use if I feel like it for contouring. So I'm taking Harmony blush by MAC, and this is just a matte, great kind of contouring color. So I will take that. And then I knew I wanted to take this one, which was Orgasm by NARS, just because this is another one that is so beautiful and so just flattering on or in person. And then the other blush option that I have, just in case, is Cubic by MAC. And this is pretty much just a beigey, neutrally pink. You guys have probably all seen it, but I really love this color. It's just super natural. It just helps to kind of give you, if you are going to do just like a blush contour in one, you can just like put it lower on your cheek and just blend it up, and it looks Really makes your cheeks look nice. And to apply my blush, I'm choosing to take my Precision Blush Brush by Baggallini Tools. Okay, so then for a highlight, this is the Laura Mercier. This is just like a little, I think this came in a set that was a 500 point perk, I believe. So this is the Matte Radiance Baked Powder Highlight 01. And it's not matte. Everybody always says that, but it's just not. It's like a little baked product. It's just beautiful, and you know, it's a little size, so sometimes traveling with something that's baked is a little bit risky because it has a tendency, it's more delicate, so it can break easier. So just in case it does shatter or whatever, I guess I won't be too sad because it was a little deluxe sample size. And then to apply that highlight with, I'm taking this Duo Fiber one. And this is the Baggallini Tools 787 brush. And then just because I wanted to use this one more and get a better feel for it, because I wasn't really loving it when I first got it, it's the Bobbi Brown Face Blender Brush to highlight or to like blend out blush, bronzer, and contour if you want to. So just, you know. And obviously you don't have to take a brush for every use. You can use brushes that are multifunctional, but I like my brushes. And speaking of brushes, I do travel with the brushes in a little container like that has a top, and it just kind of, I don't know where the top is, I gotta find it. It just kind of pops together and snaps, so it's like protecting your brushes, and it's great. And I love it because you can open it up and have your brushes sitting there ready to go, and you don't have to have them on the floor or on the counter. I don't know, I just find it easier and faster and more efficient doing my makeup when they're sitting up properly like that. This one is from Coastal Scents. I believe it was a part of their Pearl brush set. It was a brush set and it has a top. So whatever you have that's, you know, something like that, it just really helps me out. Speaking of useful items for makeup and traveling, this mirror has this little bendy thing on it, so it will sit up properly. So I like to put it like on the ledge by the air conditioner, which is always where the window is in the hotel you fill. It just is a mirror. Sometimes you don't have a good mirror with good light, so you can put this anywhere and it's good. For eyebrows, I always like to choose my Anastasia Brow Wiz because you don't need a brush. It's all there in one. So I have chocolate and soft brown that I've been using lately in a combination of, and then I have my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara to set that with. That was in brunette, so that's pretty easy. For eye primer, taking my trusty MAC Painterly Paint Pot. You just can't go wrong. I know it's going to keep my shadow on all day without creasing. I know it's going to be a nice base for eyeshadows. And then just for fun, to kind of try it out, I've been meaning to use my colored cream products more. This is MAC Paint Pot in Rubenesque, and it's just a really beautiful, like a gilded peachy apricot color. And it goes well with the eyeshadows that I picked out. So just to kind of, you know, mix it up. I really do love that though. It's so beautiful on green eyes. Now for eyeshadow, I feel like this is super minimal for me. You might think differently, and that's totally fine. But I'm taking this little duo, and I have this little MAC eyeshadow duo in my like everyday makeup drawer right there, that I use it all the time. You just need a couple colors like these that you can grab. It can help fix it. If you get too much in the crease, you can blend it out. It's a great highlight. You can use it as a eyeshadow. You can use it as a face highlight. So it's MAC Soft Brown and then MAC Shroom. So I decided to take my Laura Mercier Artist Palette. This is the Artist Palette number 2. Now this was limited edition, but let me show you the colors. It doesn't stay open very well. Really beautiful neutrally purpley colors. And then just because I want to get some use out of it, I'm taking my NARS single eyeshadow in Valhalla. This was limited edition. I don't know if it's still available, but it's just a really beautiful peachy goldish color, like an apricot. And I love this type of color all over the lid. For green eyes, it really does make them pop and stand out, and I love that. For brushes, I'm not really paring this down at all. I'm taking a large shadow brush just for all over shadow. Gets the job done really fast. This one is the Sephora Collection Pro All Over Shadow number 12. It's just, you can go really fast. I'm going to take my MAC 217. You just cannot go wrong with this for applying crease color. And then I'm taking more of a pointed crease brush. This is Tapered Crease number 19 from Sephora. an all over blending brush, which I believe is essential. This is the Delium Tools 785. Very similar, almost the same thing to the Sigma E40 or the MAC 224, and very affordable. Just for an extra kick, I really love this brush. This is the Makeup Geek Soft Dome Brush. I like it because it gives you a little bit more pigment in the crease, but also helps to blend it all at the same time. So I really love that. And then for shading brushes, this is the MAC 213 brush. I just love that for all over the lid. I especially like it with that NARS eyeshadow. I find that the brush just does a good job of applying it. And then I just don't ever want to be without my MAC 242 little brush. It's just amazing. And for lower lash line smoking out, I'm taking the Makeup Geek pencil brush. It's just really small and does a really great job. Taking my Tarte eyelash curler, which I probably should really retire that and get a new one. And then 3 mascaras. I'm taking my, it's just my go-to. It's my favorite all-time mascara. It's the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel. I just know it performs amazingly. But for my lower lash line, I like something that's really long wear. And this is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. And I like it because it's really long wear and it's just a really small little thing, so you can get up in there. And then just for fun, because I wanted to just try it, I have this NYX colored mascara in the color Purple. So maybe for the lower lash line. And then for eyeliner, I'm just taking a handful. I have, for my upper tight line, I have 2 of these little mini size Buxom. These are called Hold the Line Waterproof Eyeliner. And the color is Call Me, which is just the black. So I have 2 of those. These were like maybe 100 point perks, but, or something, freebies, I don't know, something like that. But I'm taking 2 so I don't have to take a sharpener, because that's messy. And for a upper wing or a thin little eyeliner on top, I'm taking my Kat Von D Trooper Tattoo Liner in Trooper. It's super thin. It's really easy to work with. I know how to work it, and I know that I can get a good, nice upper lash line work going on. And then for the lower waterline, I'm trying 2 of these JCat Beauty Makeup of the Day slide-on waterproof pencils. So I have this really pretty bronzy color for the lower water, well, they're all for the lower waterline. This is in the color Bronze. That's a great shade name. And then the Pure White, if I want a really bright pop-in under-eye look. And for lips, this is probably where I have the hardest time being minimal about it, just because I want options. So I'm taking 3 lip liners, and I love these formulas of all of them because they're really long wear, so you can put it on once and not have to worry about putting it on for a while. So I'm taking 2 of the Marc Jacobs Pout Liner Longwear Lip Pencil Honey Bun, which is more of a peachy nude, and then Primrose, which is just that, like a really nice rosier lip but better. And then my NARS El Agua Lip Pencil, which I love. It's super long wear. It goes with a lot of different stuff. Makes your lips look really full. And so I'm taking 2 different lipsticks. I'm taking my Tom Ford Pink Dusk for more of a nudie color. It's like a nudie pink. And then I'm taking my NARS Audacious in Vanessa, which is, it's more like of a rosy brown tan nude beige. That's an awful description. And then I thought I would pull out this guy. I don't even know if they sell these anymore. The MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencils, and I have the shade Kitten, or Kittenish. I thought I would just throw this in for good measure. The NARS, what is it called? Lip Lacquer in Chelsea Girls. It's like a really pretty peachy nude. It looks really beautiful on the lips. Taking the Dior Addict Fluid Stick in Kiss Me, which is like my favorite color. It's just a really pretty everyday pink. And then I'm taking a little mini size of the Buxom lip gloss in the color Dolly, which is like a really pretty mauve color. everything that I plan to pack. I feel a lot more on top of things now that I had the chance to go over everything with you. I hope the video was helpful, entertaining, something. You'll have to let me know if you pack as much as I do or more than I do, or you think I'm crazy for packing way too much. That is absolutely fine. Let me know, and let me know if you have any like packing tips or tricks or whatnot. And thank you guys so much for watching. And again, the video for this look will be up, linked below when it is up, probably after this video. So have a great day or night, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.